On this edition of Inside Education, local students take part in the National School Walkout. The issue? School safety.
Something needs to change.
Hear from students on why they decided to participate. Then we talk teacher shortage. The Teach Nevada Scholarship Program hopes to create a much-needed teacher pipeline. We go one-on-one with the chancellor from one local university as well as a scholarship recipient. Plus, one of our student correspondents takes you to the Olympics, the STEAM Olympics, that is. Find out why and how students compete. And your eyes aren't fooling you. That's tens of thousands of feet of pipe cleaners carefully laid out in chains at one local school. We'll tell you what it means. Inside Education starts right now.
The cornerstone of education is getting to know a student first.
We want to make sure that we're supporting families and students.
I think that the community should know that their voice counts.
Reading is the doorway to everything that we do in education.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Inside Education. I'm your host, Mitch Truswell. On March 14th at 10 a.m. local time, students and staff across the country walked out of their classrooms as part of the Enough National School Walkout, including here in Clark County. The walkout occurred on the one-month anniversary of the mass shooting at a Florida high school, where 17 people were killed. The goal of the nationally organized event to let lawmakers and others know of their desire for stricter gun control. Inside Education's Kathy Topp was at Spring Valley High School where more than 1,000 students walked out. Kathy.
Mitch, Spring Valley High School is one of several Valley High schools where students participated in the National School Walkout. They were out of class for about 17 minutes, 1 minute for each life lost on February 14th, when a former student opened fire inside a Parkland, Florida high school.
We all stood up for what we believe in.
Sophomore Charlotte Jones wants her voice to be heard.
Today we are doing a walkout for school safety.
Jones is one of the organizers of the student walkout at Spring Valley High School.
We heard about a lot of people doing it, and so we were interested in doing it ourselves because we are a very big school and we have a lot going on at our school, and since we're such a big school, we thought it would be a good idea for us to do it because we would be noticed.
On Wednesday, March 14th, more than 1,000 students joined Jones and her friends for a lap for life around the school and on the track. Part protest, part memorial, part rally.
It's really important for me because back in Italy we have many stereotypes about guns in America, and coming here and seeing that since the very start of 2018 there has been 20 shootings. It's real, the stereotype is real, and it's really scary.
The walkouts happened at 10 a.m. local time at schools across the country and were documented not just by the media but on social media as well. The Twitter hashtag National School Walkout was used by students in Chicago to LA, Atlanta to Philadelphia.
I felt really proud to be a part of this school.
Here in Vegas at Spring Valley, the walk was peaceful but had purpose.
I want people to know that even though we're teenagers, we still care and we still have a voice.
A voice they hope lawmakers and others will hear so that change may happen.
As students, we feel that we're not as safe as we could be at our school, so we want to make the public more aware that we feel this way. It has made me wonder a lot. I used to feel safer, but because of recent events, I don't feel as safe as I used to, so hopefully this will change things.
According to the Enough National School Walkout website, about 20 schools in the Las Vegas Valley officially registered and participated in the walkout. Many of the walkouts were done with permission from the school administration, like the one at Spring Valley. Mitch?
Kathy, thank you. School safety is an issue we know has been on the minds of many of you. We want to invite you to tune in to a special hour-long edition of Inside Education that will focus on school safety. We've gathered together a panel of local law enforcement, school representatives, politicians, and more to discuss recent events and what is happening here in Clark County. That special school safety edition of Inside Education will air Thursday, March 22nd at 9 p.m. right here on Vegas PBS. It's important information, and we hope you will watch. Well, Nevada is one of many states facing teacher shortages year after year. A state-funded scholarship program called Teach Nevada hopes to create a long-term strategy to recruit future teachers to the profession. It's one part of a larger effort to create what's called a teacher pipeline, something we've talked about on this program several times. Joining me now is Western Governors University, Nevada Chancellor Spencer Stewart. WGU is one of the universities that offers Teach Nevada scholarships, and also Dasha Sinrad, a Teach Nevada scholarship recipient. Welcome to both of you.
Well, thanks for having us on.
You bet. So, Chancellor Stewart, let's start with you. Tell me a little bit about Teach Nevada. For those folks who don't know, what is it? What are you trying to do?
This is a wonderful program that started in 2015 with the Nevada legislature in partnership with the Nevada Department of Education. To your point, it was designed to create a more robust teacher pipeline. This is a state that has been perennially challenged by a teacher shortage. It's designed to encourage more individuals to look at and entertain the notion of actually becoming a teacher and making a difference in our communities.
And they do that through scholarships.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They do that through scholarships. And so in 2015, I believe this was a $5 million program. It was re-upped the following legislative session. So we've been in the process of awarding scholarships. We've had roughly 50 students come through this Teach Nevada scholarship program. Dasha is one of them.
Okay, great. Well, we'll come back to the scholarships because I want to talk about that. But Dasha, why did you decide you wanted to teach?
Well, I've always been good at math, and I've always helped other students at school who are falling behind with math. So I decided I wanted to do this as a job.
So you decided, hey, I'm already teaching my fellow students, maybe I should become a teacher.
Exactly.
The scholarship opportunity, how much of that was a factor in your decision to become a teacher?
Well, although it didn't actually make my decision.
You decided already you were going to do this.
I already wanted to become a teacher, but it really helped me start and finish my program. And probably will help me finish the program to become a teacher.
Yeah, makes it easier. Obviously, if there's a financial incentive,
of course,
you know, that makes it a little bit quicker. I'm curious to know, since you are already teaching students, your fellow students in some ways, and I know that you've had interactions with teachers for quite a while, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Why do you think there is this chronic shortage of teachers, not only in Nevada, but nationwide? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's a very complex problem, but one of the reasons is definitely that teacher is not a prestigious job. Noble, but not prestigious. And I will be working very hard to change this.
So maybe if it was valued more, and we've heard that from teachers, other people that are in the profession before, so that's not the first time, but that's interesting. So Chancellor Stewart, back to you. So you had, I think this is for last fiscal year, you had about 18 of these full ride scholarships through Teach Nevada.
That's right.
They were filled?
They were filled.
Quickly?
Quickly, very quickly, and it was very difficult for us because there is demand out there, Mitch, and difficult in the sense that we had such a long list of prospective candidates, all of them very, very qualified. As you would imagine, this is a competitive scholarship program, not just at WGU Nevada, but also with the other participating institutions, and there are many of them across the state. But yes, they were filled rather quickly.
Okay, which seems to me that if you can fill those 18 scholarships very quickly and there's a teacher shortage, is there any talk to expand this program? Are you aware of anything from the state level to get more money in there?
Absolutely. Now this is a 2-year program, so we finished fiscal year 18. In fact, today the Nevada Department of Education is looking at fiscal year 19. There's already dollars encumbered for that. I suspect, because this is a successful program, that we'll see an appetite to renew the program in the upcoming legislative session. And to your point about the teacher shortage, one of the things that we've tried to be cognizant of is looking at programs where there are high need vacancies. And as we look across the state, we're seeing a great deal of vacancies within elementary education as well as special education.
And that's been a consistent kind of an issue there. And we're just about out of time, but I know you're also looking at not only creating a teacher pipeline, but looking at longevity, how to keep those teachers in the profession, right?
Right. To Dasha's point, this is a very complex issue. Certainly making sure that we get qualified individuals into the profession, but it's retaining them as well. The statistics are not all that great in terms of retention.
Right. Dasha, before we go, you should be done with your school within maybe the next year or two.
Hopefully,
Okay.
yes.
Do you hope to stay in Nevada
Of course.
and
Yeah.
teach? Well, we love to hear that. Appreciate it. Thank you, both of you, for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Well, it is that time of year again to nominate an outstanding teacher for the New Educator of the Year Awards program. Each school year, CCSD recognizes new educators. The purpose of the award is to recognize and celebrate new teachers who have demonstrated excellence and dedication to students and the school community. The deadline for these nominations is 5 p.m. That's on April 13th. You can go to ccsd.net for the nomination form. Recipients will be notified during Teacher Appreciation Week coming up in May. Well, did you know we had students here in Clark County participate in the Olympics last month? We're talking about the debut of the STEAM Olympics. Student correspondent Ariel Byras from Foothill High School explains.
Thanks, Mitch. Elementary and middle school students from all over the valley use their science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics skills at the first ever STEAM Olympics, hosted at East Career and Technical Academy. Students had the opportunity to compete in several robotics competitions, and they even had the opportunity to participate in safety and construction challenges. Student referee Christopher Key explains what students have to learn before competing.
The foundation for vector robotics is based off of a STEM curriculum where the students can learn about programming, gear ratios, and basic mechanics to go and build a robot to complete a task that is changed each year.
The STEAM Olympics were February 2nd and 3rd. Hyde Park Middle School student Logan Yeager explains why he chose to compete.
Because I think robotics is intriguing. It teaches us coding, it teaches us building, and there's a lot of challenges.
Students had the opportunity to compete in one of two competitions. In one competition, the teams of two raced to see who could place the most cones on a raised platform. In the other competition, teams competed to see which robot can stack as many rings on 7 separate posts. Parent Marissa Rasavong says why she likes her student participating in STEAM.
But obviously there's some STEM skills going on, math and engineering and patience and perseverance, and watching them when they're competing and seeing them lose or succeed and just trying to manage their emotions. That's a huge skill.
Winners of each robotics competition won official VEX IQ Challenge Awards. This is Ariel Byras, Inside Education.
Ariel, thank you. We're going to keep with the technology theme and find out about an engineering summer camp for female students who are interested or think they might be interested in engineering. This is an effort to make engineering more approachable to female students. Here to tell us more is David Philippi with Northwest Career and Technical Academy and Helena Mervash, an engineer at Stanley Consultants. Thanks, both of you, for being here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so Helena, let's start with you. I know the school will be sending out information about this, but from your perspective, who should attend this engineering summer camp?
So we have a broad range of courses, all designed to pique the interests of girl students. That's really targeted for students that are in the middle school range from 5th grade to 8th grade. And we expose them to all different kinds of engineering, give them an idea of what engineers do in sort of friendly, fun activities.
Yeah, so even if, I guess the opportunity, in some cases, there's not a lot of opportunity before this for these female students to kind of figure out, what is engineering? So this is the perfect opportunity. It's to trigger some thought, right?
It's a very good opportunity. There are a lot of STEM programs that young men are interested in, but not as many specifically geared toward making it friendly to young girls. So this is a program that kind of fills that gap.
Okay, and what kinds of activities are they going to be? Just give me a couple of examples.
We have an electrical engineering activity where they build a circuit and light up their name. We have a chemical engineering activity where they create lip gloss. We have chemical balloons where they blow up balloons using a vinegar baking soda solution. So all kinds of fun, different stuff.
Great stuff. So David, tell me, this, I think last year you had between 80 and 100 students,
yes, sir.
Right? If I'm a parent, if I'm a student, how do I find out about this? And it's for female students.
Correct. The Northwest Career and Technical Academy was the first of the 5 career and tech schools that opened. This is our 11th year of operation, and so consequently we recruit those individuals that reside near the school, and it gives us an opportunity to promote not just our engineering program, but mech tech and some of the other program areas within the school. So
in addition to informing young ladies, it gives us an opportunity to promote the school and approach those young girls that may not be aware of what the Northwest has to offer. Okay. So parents can contact my office, contact the school, and we'll start sending out those invites approximately mid-April. This year's camp will be June 6th through the 8th.
Okay, and it does fill up.
Correct.
So get there early, right?
Correct.
Or sign up early.
Correct.
And you want them to attend all 3 days?
Correct. Correct. And so consequently, because of the traffic issues that we've encountered over the, especially with what's going on currently, most of the kids that do attend reside within our area. But we're more than happy to accept individuals from the southeast of town, east of town. But again, be cognizant of the fact that it is 7:30 to 11:30, and they need to participate all 3 days.
Okay. Helena, did you find when you were going through school, before you became an engineer, were you at a disadvantage because you were female or no?
I did not find that. I know folks who have found that. I attended UNLV for my graduate and my bachelor's and master's, and they were at that time very good about trying to include diversity in their program and things like that. But I have noticed over the years that more and more women are in the engineering program, so it's really exciting that some of this STEM stuff has helped with that. So I've been very fortunate. Not everyone is that fortunate.
And this is a way for you to pay back. Right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Hey, David, before we go, you've got a golf tournament coming up.
Correct.
And you need some help.
Right,
Sponsors and golfers.
Yes, 20 years. Unbelievable. When I started this in 1998, I never thought I'd come this far. We've generated almost $400,000 for the students. So any businesses that want to participate, please, we need some more assistance with sponsorships. This year's tournament will be Saturday, April 28th, Palm Valley, 7:30 shotgun. Those of you that don't play golf, we have a scholarship banquet the following week. And that's where we have the raffle drawing. We have a number of live auction items, and all the money generated goes towards our quality seniors that are graduating this year. So if you're interested, again, please contact the school and ask for David Philippi, the community partnership
We'll make it happen. Okay, great.
Thank
you. Thanks to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Today, we appreciate it. Did you know students at Southeast Career and Technical Academy, or SECTA, can learn about architectural design? It's one of the many programs that are offered there. Recently, some architects, designers, architectural engineers were invited to help mentor the students through various projects and contests. In the program at SECTA, students learned basic engineering and architectural drawing using specialized software called AutoCAD. For visiting professionals, meeting the students was inspiring.
This is the first time our company is participating in it this year, and I think it's really good to see what's coming up, because there's some great talent that we're seeing, whether it be in drawing skills or the thinking. I like to say that there's no limitations for these young people, and to see them really thrive and develop, it inspires us as well.
Students can earn up to 12 college credits in this program of study. As you know, the district is searching for a new superintendent. Current superintendent Pat Skorkowski will retire in June. Here's a timeline of how the search is shaping up. The deadline for all job application materials was mid-March. Starting on April 12th, the school board will start to conduct candidate interviews. The public is invited to attend, and we want to let you know Vegas PBS will stream the interview live on ccsd.net. In April, the school board will vote on a candidate to extend an offer to. The district is hoping that the new superintendent will start in June. District leaders have established a website to keep the public up to date on the search. That website is superintendentsearch.ccsd.net. Well, one of the Clark County School District's newest schools was officially dedicated earlier this month. Jan Jones Blackhurst Elementary School is one of 7 new elementary schools that opened this school year. Jones Blackhurst is a former City of Las Vegas mayor and current gaming executive. The 2-story elementary school in the far southwest part of the valley in Mountain's Edge was built to accommodate 850 students and to help alleviate overcrowding at other nearby schools. And district leaders are looking for your opinion on how they can improve accessibility to the district's website and make it better for all users. They have put together a short survey. It only takes a couple of minutes to complete. You can find that survey on ccsd.net and learn more about web accessibility at ccsd.net/accessibility. Well, helping make science and technology accessible to young students is what the Las Vegas Science and Technology Festival is all about. For 9 days, students can attend events that help spark an interest in science and technology. Chris Palladino is with the Las Vegas Natural History Museum. He's here to help us all understand what to expect. This is your 8th year of the festival.
It is.
3rd year you've been kind of in charge of this. It's big. You're maybe expecting how many people?
Well, we're probably expecting about 50,000 people this year.
Over those 9 days?
Over the 9 days.
Wow. Okay, so we probably have a lot of folks who have never been to this before. Kind of explain what to expect.
Well, the Science Festival is there to kind of help create lifelong learners, promote STEM education, science education, and really gives the essence of that there's science is everywhere and make science approachable to kids, families, adults. The festival is geared from kindergarten all the way up to adult. So we really have a broad spectrum of science.
That's awesome. What, and this is a point that you made in our conversation, what is happening? You're constantly adding things.
We are.
Right? So if you look today, in a week, there may be new things on there. So the advice is to go back to the website and check often, correct?
Go to scifest.vegas and see what's new. Right now we have about 35 events over the 9 days. We'll end with probably 45 or 50 events throughout the 9 days because we're constantly adding things. People see things like this and say, well, I want my organization to be involved. Right. So we don't say no to anybody.
Okay.
And the cool part about this whole thing is that it's absolutely free to everybody. We don't charge for any of the events. We have amazing community partners like MGM and NV Energy and University of Nevada Cooperative and many others that sponsor this event so that it can be free.
And that makes it so accessible.
It does.
Right?
It does.
Okay. One of the things, not everything happens at the Las Vegas Natural History Museum. Right. There are events scattered all over the community, northwest, southeast, southwest, you name it. So you really need to kind of take a look at that, but you also need to sign up for some of these things. You need to register. Go a little over that.
Some of our events, you do need to go and register, and again, there's no fee for it. We just, because of space limitations and things like that, we have a Women in STEM panel at the Windmill Library. They have 350 seats. We don't want 700 people showing up because it would create a really bad experience for everybody. So first 350 people that show up will be able to go.
Yeah, and there are some that are popular. I noticed there's a great opportunity. You can tour a trauma center, UMC, right?
Yep.
But obviously, you need to know you can't just show up because it's a trauma center and they're operating, right?
Right.
Another popular one you mentioned. This is popular not just for students, but actually parents. It's Bellagio.
It's behind the scenes of the Bellagio fountains. So all both those events are April 29th, and that's called our Science is Everywhere Day.
Okay.
And on that one day, we'll have 35, 40 different events happening throughout the city, actually throughout Southern Nevada, that you can go to and see things like behind the scenes of how the fountains work. Go to see how the volcano works at Mirage. Go to the trauma center at UMC and see really behind the scenes of how that works. And we have just a myriad of different, very diverse, interesting events that day.
And bottom line, they all involve science.
Science is everywhere. And
science is
really,
everywhere. Exactly.
Really what we focus on. Science
okay, so let's say we have some new folks that have never been to this. What's your best advice for parents who think, I definitely want to take my kids to this?
There's 2 ways you can get information, or there's a lot of different ways, but the best 2 ways is go to the website, scifest.vegas, go on our Facebook page. We also partner with CCSD. We create a brochure and print 500,000 of them, and they go to every kid in the school district. So go in those backpacks and find that brochure. That's just where most of them go to die, is in those backpacks.
Okay.
And you'll be able to find information on every event that we have, where to register, how to register, and just share your experience. That's really the biggest thing for us.
Okay, we wish you success. Chris Palladino, thanks again for your time. The best way to, of course, see all the activities, as he mentioned, that are part of the Las Vegas Science and Technology Festival is to go to scifest.vegas. You'll find a day-by-day listing. You can also call 702-384-3611. Well, the deadline is fast approaching for the Vegas PBS Kids Writers Contest. The deadline is Friday, March 23rd at 5 p.m. Students can write about any topic. The contest is open to kindergarten through 5th grade students here in Clark County. Anyone with questions can call Vegas PBS at 702-799-1010. Well, we love Brookman Elementary School and their love of reading. You may remember the students there set a world record by putting glow sticks end to end in recognition of the books they had read. They also had to pass a comprehensive test on those books. 21,137 books and glow sticks. Well, they're at it again, this time with pipe cleaners. This is 62,000 plus feet of pipe cleaners laid out on the school fields to represent books read by students this year. Comedy magician Adam London donated the supplies. We hear the existing world record was just under 35,000 feet, so fingers crossed for another world record for the students at Brookman Elementary School. Well done to them. We want to thank you for tuning in to this edition of Inside Education. Student, staff member, parent, taxpayer, we all have a stake in the public education system. A few reminders for you. You can catch this episode and past episodes of Inside Education on the Vegas PBS website and YouTube page. And don't forget to tune in or set your DVRs for a special hour-long Inside Education special on Thursday at 9 p.m. on school safety. It's a discussion you won't want to miss. And then 2 weeks from now, we'll be airing part of the Clark County School District's State of the School speech with Superintendent Pat Skorkowski. It's a busy time, and we're glad you're watching. We'll see you soon.